Hi beauties, so in this video I'm going to show you my everyday makeup routine for oily acne prone skin. So let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is take care of any acne situation, and what I'm going to use for that is this drugstore Clean and Clear Persagel 10, and this is a maximum strength. So if you've never used this before, just be careful because it is really strong. I'm sensitive, but I'm okay to use this. I only use it as an acne spot treatment where you have acne nowhere else because it's really drying. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it here. So as that dries, I also like to go ahead and use the Mario Badescu facial spray. Now I do use several steps before I apply makeup, but I just like to prep my skin really good. This is the facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I did a review of this. If you guys are interested, you could go to my channel and search for Mario Badescu rose water. I'm not a professional. This is just the way I like to prep my skin. I'm not sure if this is the correct order or not, but it's what works for me. We have to moisturize, and I'm using to moisturize the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. I love this, the gel version. The lotion version, if you have drier skin or if you're not acne prone, that would work better for you. So I just take 2 pumps of this and I just rub it. By the way, my eyebrows are not filled in, they're just microbladed. So now that our face is nicely moisturized, I'm going to go ahead and use this Clinique Broad Spectrum 50 sunscreen. This is specially for the face. It's oil-free, non-acnegenic. It doesn't clog pores. It's fragrance-free, dermatologist tested, allergy tested. I love this. You don't have to get this one from Clinique. They have a lot of drugstore ones, very good, especially like Neutrogena, but I just love this one, and it's SPF 50, and believe me, I need as much SPF as I can. Now the last step before we go ahead and apply our makeup is going to be a primer. Today I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, oil-free, and this is a pore minimizing primer. Alright, so I'm basically gonna apply this in the sections where I get very oily. My oils come through. So you see how mattifying that is? You could see that I'm so shiny because of the products I use, but you see everywhere where I'm applying this, boom, automatic matte. I'm just applying it everywhere because I'm oily everywhere. Okay, so now to the good part, makeup. While we do our makeup, put some lip balm just so the lips are nice and moisturized. I like to use a concealer first, which is the Hey Honey Concealer Trick and Treat. This doesn't really have a lot of like color to it. Is more like a treatment. If you don't have a lot of under eye circles, dark circles, then this would be great to use alone, but I do have to conceal, but I like to put this first before my full coverage concealer. Nice moisturized look without looking greasy. I do incorporate a lot of skincare. I do use a lot of products, so I know that's not for everyone. Now for concealer, I'm going to use my favorite, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills concealer in number 10. Now this is if you like a really full coverage look. So I just like to take this e.l.f. concealer brush. I'm gonna dip some in my brush and I'm gonna go ahead and conceal. The way the sponge I'm using is from Equal Tools. I love it. I'm just obsessed with the shape. Okay, for foundation, I'm going to use one of my favorites. I did do a video showing you my top foundations, which are all oil-free for oily acne prone skin. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation. This is a full coverage matte finish and it's oil-free. It does not break me out whatsoever, and the finish, you'll see, I just love it. So I used 2 pumps, and for this one, I'm in the shade 3.25. See how it's hard to get foundation in there, so this shape I just love. It just gets right in there, honey. Now one tip I love to do, which I learned it from Wayne Goss, he's a makeup artist here on YouTube. So what he suggests is when you have very oily skin, there's always like excess foundation. So what he suggests to do is take a tissue, I split this in half, and I'm just going to remove the excess foundation like this. And this is so satisfying because as you see, it looks even more matte now, and just look how much comes off. That's all excess, and I can't imagine, I've been doing this step for so long now, and I can't imagine like just going ahead and setting my face without doing this first. Going to be using this setting powder, and this is not just any setting powder. This is a setting powder from Tarte, which I love. You know, it's very good if you have very sensitive skin. The Tarte Guard 30 Mineral Powder Sunscreen. You just open this up. I have a full review, so I'm not going to go in detail. I have a review on this. So you just take off the top. It has a little button that you press here like this. You just press that, and you just go ahead and start dabbing. As you see, this is a translucent powder, so it's not going to mess up your makeup. It's going to set it really nice, and you're going to be protected for touch-ups. You don't have to worry about, oh, I have makeup, how am I going to touch up my sunscreen in my face? Well, mineral sunscreen. It's a beautiful thing that just came out. This is brand new from Tarte. Now that that's set, let's go ahead and move to the brows. For the brows, I'm going to use my favorite one, which is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the dip pomade, and I use the shade Balance, just long lasting, and I just love this. Right, so now that the eyebrows are done, we're gonna go ahead and prime our lids for eyeshadow, and I'm using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and this is the anti-aging one. It makes the eyeshadow pop more and definitely last all day without creasing. So I'm just gonna take a color to put all over the lid, and I'm using the Too Faced chocolate palette, this shade right here, to put all over the lid. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use this brown one right here as the transition shade. This is just what I use every day. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch palettes, and this is the Lorac palette. This has to be, I swear, my favorite palette. It's just like a cool tone palette, and I think that just complements my skin tone, my eye color better. So I love this one. I've hit pan, as you can see. It's time to repurchase. The cool gray, I just love this. I'm going to be using this MAC 239, and I'm just gonna dip in that cool gray. So I'm using the MAC, I believe this is the 217, and I'm just gonna blend that. I make sure to blend it a little higher because I have hooded eyes, so I have to blend it just a little higher than usual. Still have some more to blend, so I'm gonna go back with the MAC 224, and I'm gonna take that first shade we started with from the chocolate palette, and I'm just gonna go and blend the outer part. I'm gonna go ahead and highlight the inner corners. Just gonna open our eyes so beautifully. And I'm gonna use this shade here from the chocolate palette. I'm using this MAC brush, is the 228, I believe. It's really nice and small. It fits perfectly in the inner corner. And I just go ahead and just blend it out a little with my finger. I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyeliner. I'm gonna go ahead and apply mascara. I'm going to curl them, of course, because can you even see my lashes? They're like invisible. We're not gonna apply falsies because on my everyday makeup look, I do not apply falsies. As some of you may know, I love waterproof mascara, and the one we're using today is the Better Than Sex mascara and the waterproof version, and this is from Too Faced. My bottom lashes, I do use another mascara, and I know this is not going to transfer, and this is from Clinique, and it's actually called Bottom Lash Mascara, and it's in the shade Black. It's so tiny, it just fits perfectly in the bottom lash mascara. What? In the bottom lash mascara? In your bottom lashes? Oh my god, let me put some earrings on. Why didn't you guys tell me? Okay, now that the eyes are done, we're gonna go ahead and contour, highlight, blush. And of course, one of my favorite palettes is the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess Summer Glow. I absolutely love this. If you want a cheaper version, which is also beautiful, the one from Benefit. The one from Benefit. I love it so much. We're gonna go ahead and use the bronzer from here. So I'm just gonna, you know, contour. This blush is so beautiful. And that highlight, talk about that highlight. It's not like shimmery, glittery, nope. And I'm using this fan brush. Just watch. Now, since I am oily, I definitely am not gonna go down my nose, or some people do their forehead, that's on you, but I don't. This is all I highlight here. And I will do my cupid's bow. Well, now, if you don't want to highlight, you just want an all matte look, you just skip this step. So that is so pretty. What is pretty? What is pretty? Alright, so now you can either do a matte lip or a gloss like I am going to, and this is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Creme Brulee. It's just the perfect nude, pinky nude. It's so pretty, it smells delicious. Before I go and do my hair, we are gonna finish up, of course, by setting all of this, making sure it doesn't go anywhere. And for that, we're gonna use the Skindinavia setting spray, finishing spray, and this is a fine mist, oil-free and paraben-free. This does not break me out whatsoever. I love that it's the travel size. I also have the big size. We're gonna go ahead and spray all the face, nice distance, and this is gonna make sure this lasts as long as possible. So let me go do my hair and I'll be right back. This is the finished look. As you can see, you look very nice. It's very natural. The eyes don't look anything crazy. So I'm just gonna zoom in and show you what this looks like.